There's been a lot of talk recently about video games being too sweaty, so I wanted to dig into the details. Looked up some different statistics. For instance, the average gamer in the United States is 28 years old and has been playing for 13 years. So just keep that in mind. That's the average gamer. That's not the avid gamer. It's funny how people on games are always calling people kids, when in reality 28%, the majority of gamers in America at least, are between 30 and 39 years old. That ain't no kid. Then the next biggest group is 20 to 29, and then 40 to 49. So under 18, I don't know if they were just kind of like excluded from the polls and stuff, but majority of us are like teetering on getting old. Keep in mind, with age comes experience, so don't ever downplay us. According to the ESA, the Entertainment Software Association, 190.6 million players in the United States from ages 5 to 90 play video games. According to Statista, the average age was 29, but then according to the ESA, it was 36. So it's probably somewhere in between there. It's actually gotten to where older people are playing video games more in 2024 compared to 2004, which is pretty interesting. This does make a lot of sense considering games have gotten more and more realistic over the years, especially like Madden, 2K. I mean, you even remember when NBA Live was the main basketball video game. So then it goes into, why do Americans play video games? 68% of polled people say to pass the time or relax. 67% said to have fun. 37% said to use my brain to keep my mind sharp. 30% said for immersion/escape. In terms of the platforms that people are playing on, the biggest one should be a no-brainer, but mobile. Everybody's playing mobile games these days. Then actually, surprisingly for me, 53% PC. I would understand if it was worldwide, but I would assume Americans are more on console. But I guess PC, you know, it's also talking about people playing Facebook games and stuff, Flash games, any kind of games. It doesn't have to be somebody playing Call of Duty on a PC or something, because that's kind of rare. 36% console, 12% VR. So VR is still in its infancy. As far as XDefiant goes, I'm currently working on the pyroclastic camo grind. Even though I don't even really like the way it looks, it's just something to do. I still got 1 AR left, 2 SMGs, 1 sniper, and then I literally haven't touched the marksmans yet, other than getting them to like level 40. Haven't touched the shotguns yet, really. And I only have 1 pistol that's like level 60. All of them are like level 50 or so, and then I have one that's like 120 or something. So I'm really hoping that we get a double XP weekend soon. I'm hoping that I can have the restraint to not use any more of my tokens. And I'm really hoping we get those weapon XP for objectives really soon. I'm really trying to pace myself on this grind because I don't want to burn out. I don't want to ruin the fun for myself. And I'm really just like an efficiency whore. I have to just spam PDM over and over and over. And I fear that that could make the game old. And it could also put me in a state where, you know, I might get the camo finally and then only have a couple months to play the game. Like, just being realistic, there's like a 50-50 chance of that. Some people would even say about a lot of things in life, it's like a 50-50. It's either going to happen or it's not. I think that's a little oversimplification. But at the same time, I think I probably should pace myself that way in the event of something negative happening with the game in the future. I don't feel let down. A lot of the people who already got the pyroclastic camo, this is the only game they play, or the game that they spend majority of the time in. So I've kind of shifted from playing more like Diablo 2 Resurrected a lot to maining this game, just in the event that I don't really have that much time to enjoy it. So I'm going to appreciate it while it's here. One thing also, I've switched over to controller pretty much full time. It's a night and day difference from playing on PC, keyboard, and mouse. You get literally like 90% more players. Like, majority of players are playing on controller as is. And then input-based matchmaking is on by default. So you're just playing in a way smaller pool when you're on keyboard and mouse. Also, you tend to get more extreme ping levels because of that smaller player pool. So I'm going to be in lobbies with 130 ping, getting bad hit reg on those guys with keyboard and mouse. playing against the same like 50 people that I see every day. Whereas on controller, I really just get a much larger player pool, faster matchmaking time, better connection, better hit registration because of the aim assist even. That said, I definitely enjoy and get more satisfaction out of playing on keyboard and mouse. But until they make more changes to the hit registration and stuff, maybe even until they switch input-based matchmaking off by default and make people have to opt in if they want it, I probably will just stay on controller. I might hop on keyboard and mouse to do some sniping from time to time. I also really like using ARs and beaming people at range on keyboard and mouse. But, I mean, ARs I'm fine with on controller as well. Sniping I'm definitely massively better at on keyboard and mouse. I can definitely feel the netcode is improved, even though there's a ton of trades now, which can be annoying. But at the same time, I remember when I would literally use a sniper as my main weapon, just because it would one-shot and you would kind of alleviate some of the netcode issues. Another thing to think about with the whole camo grind is they're really stepping up the cosmetics lately. And like the M16, the one with the dinosaur bones, I like that more than the pyroclastic camo looks on that gun. For instance, the Nautilus AK, I like that one more. That's probably my favorite skin on the AK now. So some of the, and I already have level 400 on both of those guns. So it's like certain ones, you know, I probably won't even level them up to 500, but I guess over time I'll work towards the prerequisites. And part of me feels like I'm rushed to do it because of the recent state of the game and everything, which sounds kind of negative, but at the same time, as they say, smoke 'em while you got 'em.